La Resortera.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to one more week of Pura Vida Perspective. Sara, how you doing?
Another week. We're here for another week. I'm doing good. I'm doing super good.
We have a familiar face that you guys already know. You've seen him before. The great Pablo. How you doing, Pablo?
Thank you, Jairo. Thank you, Sara.
The great Pablo. Pablo has been here on the podcast before.
Yes.
He's our customs and shipping guy. But more importantly, Pablo is a very dear friend.
Yes.
You know, we were just at lunch. We talk business. We talk personal things. You know, Pablo's an awesome friend. So
always
thanks for
a good
being
guy
here.
to see.
Yeah. So thanks for being
How
here.
you been, man?
You're doing good. Doing good. Busy. Have a great weekend.
Nice.
So yeah, very
busy.
good.
Busy means always good, man.
Yeah.
How is business going? Mexico, Panama.
Wow. Okay.
Tired?
Mexico has been growing a lot. So a lot of people are moving internationally. Costa Rica is one of their top destinations. It's always in the top 10 for many organizations. And Mexico is also very busy. But it turns out that is the biggest, I guess, market or place for people to move and retire. But like bigger than like almost 600,000 gringos live in Mexico. So it's a busy place. It's complex. It's nothing easy about it, but yeah, it's busy. Same as Panama is getting busier.
Are you traveling more often to Mexico?
I do travel to Mexico. I've been trying to do that once a month, but sometimes I can't. So once a month, a week, San Miguel Allende or Riviera Maya or Oaxaca. So it's good. It's fun.
So tough.
You told me the other day, you're like, I'm going to Mexico. I want tacos from this restaurant that I like. And I'm like, what the heck?
Riviera Maya. O sea, I gotta go to, I'm sorry,
It's
I
like,
gotta
I
go
just-
to Riviera Maya for the weekend. I'll be back Monday.
Not for the weekend, for at least a week. It's exhausting though. Traveling,
bet,
it
I
is
bet.
exhausting.
I bet.
I have plans to fly to Panama, and it's, I know it's exhausting.
It is exhausting. I came back from Colombia the other week, as you know, and I had like the travel back day from hell.
Mhm.
I mean, okay, it could have been worse, but we were supposed to leave Colombia at 9 a.m., get into Costa Rica by 10 a.m. I didn't get into Costa Rica till 5:30 because we got on
What
the plane. We were sitting on the tarmac for an hour and a half with like the AC wasn't working.
Off,
We were
yeah.
hot. Then they loaded us back into the airport. No one knew what was going on. Everyone was grumpy. I was with Taylor, my daughter. We'd gone to
And what happened?
Colombia.
What was
Well,
it?
Taylor and I bought some wine. We just sat down.
But
I was
what-
like,
Tip
was
of
it?
the day.
What was a plane problem?
I guess it was a plane problem. So we couldn't use that same plane. They had to, by 2:30 p.m., they got us on a plane over to Cartagena and then Cartagena to San Jose, which it should have just been a direct flight. And, my daughter was a trooper. I was freaking out. I guess when I'm anxious, I just walk around like supervising, like I'm supervising things.
Yeah.
So Taylor was like, I'll watch Ksenia. You go
Do your
your
thing.
weird,
Yeah,
your
Sarah-
weird thing that
Sarah,
you do.
Sarah's a boss.
Where I'm
She's a
just
boss
like,
girl, right? She's
what's
like,
going on
where's
here?
my plane? I want to go.
I followed this lady. I'm like, what did they just tell you? Because I need to know what's going on. So I tried to supervise.
But this is a great topic for today's podcast. I mean, we are all travelers, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? How often do you travel? I mean, at least myself every other month.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
travel.
every
You're the
month.
most
Every
traveler.
month.
Yeah.
Every month you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes you even
every-
do 2 trips in a month.
Yeah. And I learned, I don't know what the heck is the hype with traveling. It was like, oh, traveling. But it's once you do it for work, it's kind of
It gets
start
tired.
losing
Mhm.
its charm, and
Yeah.
you have to deal with. I mean, to start airlines. I mean, there are some airlines that I won't even mention that I don't really like. If I lose the flight, they charge me even more expensive than what I paid for the first
Well,
time.
remember we went to Panama.
Yeah.
So you haven't been on the podcast since we went to Panama. Remember our trip to Panama
Yeah.
and the mistake I made with my flight?
No, what I can remember. What?
Okay, let's back up. Went to Panama. So this is when I was first thinking about expanding to Panama. So Pablo took me down, introduced me to a lot of people. We had a great time. The last day we decided that we'd done enough work. So remember, we went to the beach
Mhm.
and then we had a lot of margaritas in the pool at that
Mm.
pool place. And I was just like,
yeah.
Pablo has so many
I
videos
got
of
some
me just
videos
like,
about that.
"Whee!"
Yeah.
So I ended up having the time of my life. And then on the way home, I was like, I'm not waking up at 4:30 a.m. to go to the airport. It was only like
Oh,
8,
so you
but
change it.
So I changed my flight. I thought I was changing it from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. that Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I changed it to Monday by accident.
Mhm.
And then I ended up having to stay like a whole nother day. We'd extend the Airbnb and everything.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
happens.
So
because it was going to be 30. Sorry, because then call and change it back. It was going to be $300 more for me to change it back to the flight that I had. Finally, I was like, whatever. I'll just wake up at 4 a.m. It's fine. Like, like, can you just change it back to? Can I just pretend I didn't do that? And they were like, oh yeah, that'll be $300. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Cancel that.
Yeah.
So traveling, you have to deal with airlines. That's a pain. You have to deal with the airport and customs. And if you're not ready with your whatever vaccine, yellow fever vaccine, and this is new for Costa Rica, right?
Ooh, I have a story about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not ready with something, man, you can lose the flight. It happens to me last year. I went to Roatan, Honduras, and I didn't know. By the way, if you go to Roatan,
They were asking too many papers, like even hasta la.
I have to go to the police, to the OIJ, to
la
pull
delincuencia.
my delinquency report for me to go and spend a weekend in Roatan.
But you know what
Honduras.
was that?
I don't know.
They that is no longer applied. But that happened because
Hmm.
Costa Rica start asking Hondurans for a bunch of paperwork because a lot of people from the cartels were coming in. So Costa Rica put that like kind of stop on Honduras. And the president of Honduras said, you know what? We're going to do the same thing. And it applied only for like 4 months. Ya no hay que...
Well, I lost the flight out of that, so I wasn't.
A lot of
really,
people did. A lot of people did.
I wasn't really happy about it. So as I got there, and the lady said, "Well, you cannot fly if you don't have this. Like, how am I gonna get that right now?"
Yeah.
And it was like Sunday night or something, Sunday evening. How am I gonna
Everything's
get
closed.
this paperwork on Sunday? It's impossible. That's just one. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the yellow fever vaccine. So
You don't have it?
I do now.
Now
So
I do.
Now I do. So technically, the rule is that if you go to Costa Rica, you go to Colombia. If you want to come back into Costa Rica, you have to have the yellow fever vaccine. It has to, and this is was applied over the last months. I think they made this effective as of February. But then Costa Rica wasn't really having vaccines available. Like they were doing. I was trying to find like the vaccine big camps that they were doing. They kept running out of it.
No, and I actually got it at a pharmacy, at a local pharmacy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And it's expensive.
It's $140, $160. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So now we're going to Colombia.
Yeah, you got it in Colombia.
So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, and I know you're supposed to have it for 10 days before you come back in. And so then we go to Colombia and we're going, okay, when we get to Guatapé, we'll find a place, we'll get it immediately. We got there the first day, I already forgot. Second day comes around. Second day in the afternoon, I'm like, Taylor, we haven't done our vaccine yet. Let's go to the clinic. We get there and it's closed. They're like, come back tomorrow morning. So we go the third day in the morning to the clinic and they say, oh, actually, no, we don't have that. So we don't even have it. And we were there waiting kind of like dummies, just sitting around. So then I go, okay, we're going to Medellin that morning. Let's just go get it in the afternoon in Medellin on day 3. And we're leaving on day 4.
No.
Or wait, day 4 or 5, yeah.
So you got it the day before you came back.
Yeah. So
Did
then
it work?
Well, we go to Medellin. We get to one place. They're like, we don't have it. So I'm like, oh my God. And then we find another place. They're like, we'll try over here. So then we go to this other place. I think we went into their public healthcare system. We got signed up in their public healthcare system. They had
Oh my God.
They had a lunch break, I guess, from 12 to 1. So we got there right when we could be the first to sign up on the list. You got to, take a ticket, sign up under the right department. Oh man. I mean, and the ladies ended up being super nice. At first they were kind of confused. Almost maybe a teeny bit rude, kind of like, what are these people doing here? And then they were like, well, you have to pay. And I was like, that's fine. I'll pay for it. I just need it because I can go back to Costa Rica.
How much was it?
$25. It was $25, Jairo.
In Costa Rica's
And I went-
$140.
I know.
No,
and I
$100.
No,
$140.
It was $140, 70 mil.
Ajá, 70,000 vale aquí.
$25. The ladies ended up being super nice. My daughter did it. We all did it. It's fine. They give us our cards, yada, yada. We're good. We leave. And then, so of course, I'm a little worried. I'm like, well, maybe what if Costa Rica doesn't like that we just got it a day ago? We tried, we forgot a few times, but we tried. And then, so we come back into Costa Rica. I don't even think they really paid attention to where we were coming from. And
They
we're
didn't
going
even
through
ask you for
customs. They didn't. And then Ksenia,
Your daughter.
she goes, Mom, what about the... I'm like, stop. I look at her, as a parent looks at their kid like, you shut up. Shut your mouth. And she's like, okay. And then I'm like, great. And then so I finish it, yada, yada. We're like, schmoozing the immigration guy. He's telling about he's got a home in Punta Arenas and blah, blah, blah. And we're living near Jaco and yada, yada. So then we're walking away. And Ksenia goes, but Mom, you didn't show him the... And I'm like, and the guy's like, "Oh, what'd she say?" I'm like, "She's just
Never
really."
mind.
I was like, "She's
Yeah,
just
she's
really."
delusional.
That's literally what I said. I was like,
Kids.
"She's just really tired. Ella está cansada. Está muy cansada. Ciao. Gracias." You know. Then I'm like, "Cassandra, do you want us to get us sent back to freaking Colombia right now? Like, we did the best we could to follow the rules. Like, what are you doing?"
Oh my God.
Kids, man.
Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Like, as a client, I would be like, "Nope, you need to do this way." Da da da. But don't always do what I do. We knew we were taking a risk.
Anyway, traveling, it's a lot of different things that you have to. Please take your time. Go to the airline website. Read the recommendations. I mean, I lost so many flights.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I lost flights. It cost me a ton of money.
But why, if you travel so often, how come you lose flights?
Not anymore. I tried. That was last year.
Because he's
Anyway.
very disorganized.
Do you used to get like an hour and a half before the plane departs?
I tried to get 2 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours before.
Well, I used to do that. Like I used to be 2 hours, an hour and 45. Now I just go to the VIP, man. Like
What's
I try
the VIP? How do you get to the VIP?
with your
You
credit
have
card.
to pay.
No,
What
with your
credit
credit
card?
card.
Yeah, with a credit card that allows you to have that.
Yeah. With
What credit card? Does it let you go through like the fast security line?
Yeah.
with a black Mastercard.
The security is the only thing that takes the longest.
You
in
might
Costa
beep
Rica.
that brand.
That's okay. But what I'm saying is with that card, what I do is instead of being at the airport 2 hours before, I even go 4 hours before my flight. And I have breakfast or lunch. I have a couple of drinks and I go to the door gate like 45 minutes before the plane departs when they're putting people up already on the plane.
But you get there 4 hours in advance now just to have fun and eat and hang out.
Exactly. Because that way I'm like, or I even work.
Yeah.
Get my
you
computer
work.
out and start working
Yeah,
on
that
the
makes
VIP.
sense.
So, and I don't have to think about like, I'm going to lose my plane because I'm already there.
True. But, so Pablo knows something about a particular airline. What is that pass that you get?
Oh, that's
Because
an
you go to
interesting-
Mexico. Maybe some people want to know about
If you're
that.
traveling in, I guess, Central America, Latin America, Mexico for the most part, there's an airline that you pay $500,
Mhm.
$499 a year membership, and then all you pay is like a tax fee per flight, and it's usually about $50 to $70 per flight, and that service all over Mexico, from Mexico to many destinations in United
airline is that?
States. Uh,
Volaris?
Volaris.
Polaris.
That's
Oh,
okay
yeah.
to say.
Yeah, you can say brands here. No?
Volaris?
Yeah.
Volaris.
So yeah, I had
Nice.
this pass and I used it. I used that a lot. Yeah, I used
Bro,
that a lot.
it's good for someone like you that travels a lot for business.
I just I plan my life so much in advance that by the time I bought those tickets the first time I was going to go to Colombia, like in February, but I ended up changing it. Anyways, they were $150 round trip because I just already bought
A
them ahead of
year
time.
before.
No, I didn't buy them a whole year in advance, but maybe one day.
Yeah, to me, I'm thinking about going to Panama. It's like I haven't even looked at the tickets.
I think going to Colombia was cheaper than Panama. Like
Colombia
I've
is
noticed-
cheap.
But I've noticed going to buy the tickets. Usually I can get better prices looking at going to Colombia than
Well,
Panama.
I just did a big mistake. Now talking about errors when you fly or go away. We went to República Dominicana. I actually did 2 boo-boos in one trip. We arrived to República Dominicana for my anniversary with my wife. And when we got to the hotel, they're like, "No, there's no reservation for you." I'm like, "It's right here." And the guy grabs my phone and it says, "Yeah, this is a 2026 reservation. You made it for next year."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Okay. Do you still have the room?" They were like, "Yeah, we have it." So I checked. We had other 2 hotels. And I called the other 2 hotels. One of them booked, sold out. So I have to find a place to replace that hotel. And the other one, I just, did the adjustment. But I booked for 2026 instead of 2025. And when we got back to the airport, turns out I only bought the carry-on for the flight from Costa Rica to Dominicana. And I didn't get it from Dominicana to Costa Rica. And I didn't do the check-in. I said, never mind. We were tired. I had to drive it early in the morning. I didn't want to get the computer out to do the check-in. Turns out when I arrive at the airport, the cost to pay bags is more expensive
Yeah.
On the flight.
on the counter than if you do it on the check-in.
Exactly.
I turn up paying like $220 for the 2 carry-ons.
Messed up.
I'm like, that's crazy. It was more expensive than my ticket. My ticket was like $190.
You messed up.
Well, it happens with Bugattis. I mean, you get this,
I really messed up.
almost free, like $500, all you can flight, and then you pay $50 to $70 per flight. But that's you and a little bag. If you add something else, it's $120.
Yeah,
and then 2 is like 240. It's like that. So the
That's
additional
where they
bags
get the
is
money
expensive.
back.
Yeah.
I have my baggage hack. So remember that you see that backpack? I mean, I can go grab it if I need to. But I have that backpack out there. I will stuff that thing. First, I come with nothing in it. Oh my God, I got to show you a picture
Did
of
you
all the
went to
stuff.
El Hueco?
I did go to El Hueco, and it was just overwhelming and confusing, and there was just people everywhere. And with Ksenia,
Yeah, it was crowded.
I don't want to
it was crowded.
we don't want to be kidnapped.
It's crowded there.
What is
but
that?
we literally had
El Hueco, it's like La Coca-Cola here in Costa Rica.
Okay. You don't want to go there.
Yeah, but in Medellin, you find really nice stuff, really, really cheap prices.
This was our pile of personal items. I didn't have any checked bags or any carry-ons.
Yeah, that's...
I like stuff everything into this backpack and make it into a personal item. Like they're I got it off Shein, or you can get them. They're backpacks that kind of open like a suitcase. Man, you can fit a ton in those things. And then sometimes I'll bring an extra plastic baggie. I put my makeup in there because I ran out of space in the bag. I stuffed Ksenia's backpack. Man, we stuffed as much as we could.
Did she like it? Did she enjoy it?
Yeah, well, yeah. So at the end, I'm like, oh, did you learn anything about Colombia? She goes, no. I'm like, okay.
How'd it go with the stairs in Guatapé? Was she tired?
She was tired. I want to go. I want to go back to Medellin. I want to do Comuna Trece with.
Oh, you didn't do Comuna Trece?
We did it, but she was like, "No, I'm hot. I'm tired."
You gotta do it with the tour guide
Oh.
that I told you.
So
He's
I'm
great.
gonna go back. I'm definitely gonna go
He's
back.
great. He's a fun guy, great guy.
We got a really good tour guide. I should give him a shout out. I'll do that at the end. But he was. So we're waiting at the airport, and okay. Well, here's another good travel tip. Arranging transportation ahead of time.
Yeah.
So in Costa Rica, you're usually not going to be able to call an Uber just straight there from the
No,
airport.
you get a car from Car Rentals Costa Rica and USA.
Exactly. You get a car from them. Or you can walk down to the bus stop area and order your Uber there, but sometimes they won't come. So in Colombia, we decided not to book any travel ahead of time. But we should have. But again, don't do as we we should have. So we're there, we're outside, and we're trying to order these Ubers, and no one will take the ride. Like they just keep being like, they either wait too long to make sure that we'll cancel on them because they didn't want to take us all the way to Guatapé for such little amount of cash. But I was like, Taylor, I have faith because it was really cheap. I was like, it was $40 to go like on a 2-hour, it was pretty cheap.
Drive.
So I'm like, I have faith. We're gonna get a good one.
That's...
I know. We ended up getting the best guy ever. I'll find it because I do want to plug him in here real quick. But we end up getting like the best guy. He is actually like top rated TripAdvisor tour guide in Medellin as our Uber. And then we ended up organizing with him with all of our future rides. Shoot, I'll have to find it. It was something.
Yeah, the Medellin people is real nice, real good. I went like 2 or 3 months ago, and the tour guide that we find in Comuna Trece, awesome guy. The people in Medellin.
Yeah, I always have good experiences in Colombia. In Colombia.
Medellin, Colombians are
very
amazing.
friendly people.
Yes.
But in general, about this advice, trying to arrange your transportation ahead of time, it's useful.
It is.
Let's say, there's some places like in Mexico, Riviera Maya, if you don't arrange your transportation and you rely only on the transportation companies at the airport, it is going to be at least twice as much.
Oh yeah,
more
rip you off.
expensive. I didn't want to say it. I just want to say twice as much more expensive.
They'll rip you off.
I remember one day I just landed into Mexico. I never really planned. I just get there, right? Just got there. I asked the guy, "Well, how much is for you to take me to Playa del Carmen, which is about an hour?" And he gives me like this $300 thing. I was like, okay,
And
well,
you're
let me
like,
think.
I'm not new, buddy. I come here all the time.
Let me think about it, right? So I was like, can you get me to, there is a mall maybe 10 minutes away from there. Can you take me to a mall like here? And then I can look for other options, right? Like here's $100.
He was like, that's $200.
Yeah, it was very expensive too. Anyway, that's what I did. Then that was like kind of like my first trip to do my networking in Playa del Carmen. I called one of my friends who I was gonna meet that weekend, and she arranged for me transportation for like about $100 from where I was to Playa del Carmen. And since then, I always order,
There you go.
everything through it's a tour company, but
Mhm.
I imagine she's making a profit
Right.
as a tour company, but she's like half of the outgoing rate
With the
for
real
the taxi
price.
drivers. And yeah, so arranging, at least in Mexico, it's vital. In Costa Rica, if you get one of these orange taxis that are the officials,
Mhm.
it's gonna be at least 30% more expensive than a
Yep.
traditional
Yeah.
taxi. And Costa Rica is already expensive.
I hate
Yeah.
watching that number go up. So when we got back from Colombia, I was trying to get my truck, and you just watching the number go up and up and up. And I'm like, why is it going up so fast? Like,
Yeah.
It
so
is.
the guy is Steven Hernandez with Let's Colombia. Yeah, he was like #1 rated TripAdvisor dude, and then he took us to other places. And we'll definitely do more with him.
Here we go, Steven. Thank you.
Steven.
Thank you.
I'll tell you.
Thank you for taking care of Sada.
We didn't
Steven.
get kidnapped.
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this
Roy's good
kidnapping
vibes.
thing, I don't know.
No. I'm just kidding. I mean,
Yeah.
3 girls,
it's okay.
wandering around Colombia.
It's a joke.
We did good.
But yeah, traveling, it's a thing. It's not as fun because you have to deal with a lot of different little things. You have to be careful. You need to know where are your things. You have to be organized.
Don't touch anybody's bag.
Yeah.
Don't say, I'll watch it. Go ahead and do
Nope.
your stuff.
Yeah.
Be careful. Don't ever leave your bags unattended.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And keep your passport handy. Make sure you are focused on what you're doing because it could go sideways very, very quickly. Now, renting a car in Mexico or in Nicaragua, it's a headache. It's expensive.
I can help you.
Yeah. In Nicaragua?
In Mexico too.
In Mexico?
Nicaragua too. Yeah.
Well, every time I go, like I'm not going to Nicaragua as often anymore, but every time I go, I cross the border, go to these rental places, and I remember ones that they wanted me, and this is one of the official brands, like I don't know what brand, but one of those big brands, and I guess the local business people in Nicaragua buy the franchise and they create their own little rules, and they were wanting me to have a deposit in cash. Was it $1,000 or $1,500 in cash?
Well, that's the good thing of, especially now that you mentioned Nicaragua working with me. I have 2 options in Nicaragua. I can do inter-country rentals where you pick up the car, let's say here in Belén, you drop it off in the border in Peñas Blancas, you walk, and you get the car on the other side, and boom, keep running.
Perfect.
And you don't have to pay anything. You just show the paperwork because you pay here in Costa Rica when you arrive. But if you want to take your own car, leave it in Peñas Blancas, I can make the rent out of the border on the other side. You just go, same deal as here in Costa Rica, $500 deposit. You pay the rent, get the car, and you're on your way.
Car rentals worldwide.
Car rentals, Costa Rica, and USA can help you in any country.
Because you did tell me, I asked about Panama clients for whenever we're helping people. So you did mention you could.
I can make rents in Panama, but the thing with Panama is their customer service. I mean, customer service in Panama is not that great.
Make a disclaimer whenever you give them the PDF. Disclaimer, we cannot guarantee the level of customer service that you're going to receive in this country.
Well,
Sorry in advance, just in case.
From my own experience, the 2 times I rented out of the airport in Panama has been good, but I heard some people that had trouble before. So I can make the rents. I just, I wash my hands and say, all right, here's you're gonna be charged what the PDF says, but if they want to upgrade you, they kind of push it too. Now on the Nicaragua area, I got a little more control, but yeah, I have even rented cars in Suecia, how do you say, Switzerland, Spain,
Car rentals,
Wow.
worldwide.
Jamaica, República Dominicana, Argentina.
Car rentals, Costa Rica and USA plus worldwide.
Yeah,
All right, if you ever
nice.
need a car rental anywhere, call Pablo. Well,
in
this is
Mexico,
for-
too.
call
My
Jairo.
other experience with Mexico was like, it was not as easy. It was very complicated.
Yeah.
Fill out a lot of paperwork. I rented. I made a deposit, and it took forever for them to return the money back on that deposit on my
Sometimes it
credit card.
happens.
And then I went again, another flight, another time, and I thought it was going to be easier because you now have all my information, and it still was like waiting an hour.
Next time, let me know, man.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Well,
Well,
this was cool.
It was
It was a cool episode.
cool, fun. We didn't talk about anything that we had planned to talk about.
Yeah, actually, we were supposed to talk about something different in this episode. I don't remember what it was, but it kind
About
of turned into
education.
some travel tips.
Yeah, but I mean, this is
Well,
good.
it was
This is more interesting. This is kind of the direction that we've been going
Yeah.
through with the podcast. Kind of just more like
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Yeah, nice.
letting it flow.
All right, Pablo, thank you for
You're
taking the
welcome.
time. We're always happy to see you. Man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. See you guys in the next
All
episode.
right.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Esto fue una producción de La Resortera.